As we know, the reef regulations are of considerable concern to industry and members right at the moment. Yesterday, Alex Stubbs, to my left, who chairs our reef working group, and I, along with Dale Miller and Mari Vitelli, met the Minister. We put a proposition to the Minister and she's considering it. But in due respect and at her request, we will provide no more details until we hear back from the Minister. But we thought it really important after that meeting with Alex in town to ask Alex a few questions about the working group's work and where we're at more generally in looking at the reef regulations and how we best protect industry as well as the reef. So Alex, welcome to Brisbane. Thank you for coming down at short notice to meet the Minister. A couple of questions for you. Firstly, do you think those proposed reef regulations in their current form will achieve reef water quality outcomes, or is there a better way?
Morning, Mike, and it's good to be here. We've been talking with the Minister from the inception of the amendment bill, that the amendment bill in itself and the proposed legislation is wrong. We all are good minders of the environment from our properties, and we are mindful of water quality affecting the Great Barrier Reef Lagoon. We're asking to work with the Minister on a jointly voluntary basis to improve water quality outcomes and, more importantly, establish the true science, ground truthing of water quality that we know has been mainly based on modelling. So we oppose the amendment bill, the legislation that's proposed by government that may even come in this next week, because from my point of view, it'll bring mandatory legislation will only bring everyone to the bottom level line of the requirements of that act, and we'd rather have industry take it further and have visionaries within the industry to work towards better harmony with the environment.
Yep. Thank you, Alex. Do you think at the moment producers across our 6 reef catchments or regions understand what they might be required to do should the proposed reef regulations go through in their current form?
Sadly, Mike, a lot are aware that there's a bill out there and there will be impacts. Now, it's basically only the sugar industry up until now that's been severely impacted with the ERMPs, which is this is a pup from that, I guess, an add-on or to override that bill, that act, and they're aware of the consequences and they're trying to address it. But there are other industries, and particularly small grazing enterprises, are not aware of it. The grains industry will be captured under this new amendment bill, and in having said that, people should come up to speed about the consequences of what this act will do to their enterprises. It is worrying, and if they don't properly understand it, there can be very serious consequences if they don't comply with the act.
Yep. Thank you, Alex. And just lastly, under your leadership and the work within the working group, what has AgForce done so far in talking with the government and working through the proposed reef regulations?
Behind the scenes, the AgForce Reef Task Force Committee, which is quite a good group of people representative of the catchments right from north to south, have been working tirelessly with meetings amongst ourselves and with the management of AgForce, plus with other industries. We've been interacting with other industries, mainly the cane growers, to have a unity of voice and strength. And meeting with the Minister, this is the second time now within 3 months we've met with the Office of the Great Barrier Reef, but there have been also meetings with staff, people like yourself and Mari and Andrew, meeting with the Office of the Great Barrier Reef, trying to take them on a new direction of more relative outcomes that would work better with producers and the government, and of course the quality to the water quality to the barrier reef.
Yep. So Alex, again, thank you for coming down and the tireless work from you and the committee, and we look forward to hearing from the Minister hopefully in the next day or so.
Most definitely, and I hope it's a very favourable outcome, and we can sit down and work some way forward that doesn't include an act like the amendment bill. We'll have a more favourable outcome.
Thanks,
hopefully.
Alex.